6 sporting events were provided yesterday on the channel, and all 6 of those were successful. Congratulations, guys. What a way to begin the month. Happy new month, by the way. It is June, the first day of June. And as always, we are here on this daily football prediction podcast show to bring you sporting events and our picks in those sporting events to help you make better informed decisions and beat the odds in the long run. That's why we set up this channel in the first place. So if it's your first time of coming across the channel, you are welcome to, community of savvy sports traders that we are building on here. Take 1 second of your time, and it's free of charge, to hit that like button for the culture and as a show of good faith, to the channel for the work that has been done here. And we're inviting you, to hit that subscribe button if it's your first time of coming across the channel, or you've been here and you've not done that. Hit that subscribe button to become a part of this community properly, and everyone, turn your notification bells on. It's very important that you do. You want to be the first to know when we post something of value on the channel, which we try to do every single day on this journey to beating the odds. So welcome back, guys. My name is Huka, and I will be your humble host on this daily podcast show, sharing with you insights and football predictions to help you make better informed decisions as you go about sports betting. If you're a sports betting fan, we asked you guys to provide your predictions about the game between PSG and Inter Milan. Who did you think was going to win? And a lot of you did. So shout out to all those who won, because we did have a lot of winners yesterday. All right, so that being said, today we do not have any sporting event for you guys to predict, and that is because we will be collecting the information of those who have won so far, so we can begin your sponsorship in partnership with Mega Pari. So shout out to Mega Pari for sponsoring this segment of the podcast show, and we're going to be collecting your data. So how we're going to do that is simple. Let us know in the comment section if you are one of those who have won in the past few weeks before now. Okay, so just leave that in the comment section. Just type "I won" in the comment section, and we will respond to you and begin your registration process. Speaking of registrations, Mega Pari is the sponsor for this segment of the show, and if you wish to register, you can find that link in our bio, and register to get up to 200% bonus when you deposit with them, basically, and faster payouts, of course, better odds, and a very great customer service they have, so you should consider that. Okay, guys, so let us know in the comment section if you're one of those who have won for the past few days. So let's go to the sporting events that we have for you guys today. As always, first sporting events between Vizela and AVS, and here's a situation report about the sporting event for those who will be looking to back it.
Vizela has tied all of their last 3 home games 1-1. Despite AVS losing 5 out of their last 6 matches on the road, the home team might lack the necessary offensive strength to take full advantage, making a draw the most probable result.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 1-1 will be the correct score in this sporting event today. The next is the game between Oldham Athletic and Southend United, and here's a situation report about this sporting event should you find this interesting and you would like to back it.
In remarkable shape after enduring the defeats against Halifax and York on their way to Wembley, Oldham should feel assured about breaking their 3-year hiatus from the Football League. Southend's recent difficulties have been thoroughly recorded, and another setback might be added to the Shrimpers Chronicles at Wembley this weekend.
So given that report that we have there, we think that 2-1 will be the correct score at the end of 90 minutes in this sporting event. Next is the game between Bodrumspor and Besiktas, and there's a situation report about this sporting event for those who will be looking to back it today.
Although Besiktas has already clinched a spot in the Europa League, they might not be operating at their maximum capacity. However, Solskjaer will be eager to finish on a positive note. With Bodrumspor already facing relegation, this match could evolve into one where both teams aggressively pursue goals, ultimately resulting in a draw.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 2-2 will be the final scoreline at the end of 90 minutes in this sporting event today. The next is the game between Samsunspor and Kayserispor, and has a situation report about this sporting event should you find it interesting and wish to back it today.
It will mark a significant day in the history of Samsunspor if they manage to secure all 3 points here, leading to an exciting European journey ahead. Many neutral fans in Turkey, along with supporters of the Istanbul clubs, will undoubtedly be cheering for them against Besiktas. Kayserispor is expected to provide a tough challenge, yet the visitors have struggled to find success against Samsunspor lately, having lost the previous encounter in January, and in this matchup last season, both times without finding the net.
So given that report that we have there, we think that 2-1 will be the final scoreline at the end of the final whistle in this sporting event today. Next sporting event we have is the game between Rapid Vienna and Last Link, and has a situation report about that sporting event for those who will be looking to back it today.
Rapid Vienna may find it challenging to create the chances necessary to re-enter the contest, especially given that they will be up against a formidable defensive team. LASK enjoys the advantage of being able to withstand pressure and exploit their rivals during counterattacks, which should give them confidence in securing victory in the second leg.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 1-2 will be the correct score at the end of 90 minutes in this sporting event today. Next sporting event we have is the game between Fredrikstad and Saprosburg, and his situation report about this sporting event taking place today for those who will be looking to back it.
Sarpsborg has suffered defeats in their last 3 matches leading up to this encounter and has not managed to beat Fredrikstad in their previous 4 competitive encounters, which makes us anticipate a win for the home team.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 2-1 will be the correct score at the end of 90 minutes in this sporting event. Next sporting event we have is the game between Brann and Kristiansand, and there's a situation report about this sporting event for those who would like to back it today.
SK Brann has had a more robust beginning to the season and has consistently outperformed Kristiansand in their recent encounters at home, making us anticipate an easy win for the home team.
Given the report that we have there, we think that 3-1 will be the final score at the end of 90 minutes in this sporting event today. Next sporting event we have is between Brian and Sandefjord, and here's a situation report about this sporting event for those who will be looking to back it today.
Brian has struggled with offensive consistency this season, but given that Sandefjord allowed 2 goals against a team in the bottom 3 in their last match, the home side might experience some success this weekend.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 2-1 will be the final scoreline at the end of 90 minutes. Next sporting event we have is a game between Haugesund and Bodo Glimt, and has a situation report about this sporting event for those who will be looking to back it today.
Despite Bodo/Glimt's current struggles, losing points to last-placed Haugesund would mark a troubling new low. The home team might score on Sunday, but given the club's instability, it's difficult to envision them escaping with a win.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 1-2 will be the final scoreline at the end of 90 minutes in that sporting event today. The next sporting event we have is a game between Rosenborg and KFUM Oslo, and has a situation report about this sporting event for those who will be looking to back it today.
Rosenborg's strong home performance indicates that KFUM may face difficulties at Lacando Stadium this weekend, and the home team will be optimistic about securing all 3 points. Moreover, the Trollungans' 4 clean sheets in their last 5 home matches suggest that supporters will anticipate a robust defensive effort against their opponents who are battling relegation on Sunday.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 2-0 will be the correct score in this sporting event at the end of 90 minutes in that one. Next sporting event we have is the game between Molde and Viking FK, and has a situation report about the sporting event for those who will be looking to back it today.
This matchup has frequently been a spectacle, with 9 out of the last 10 encounters yielding a minimum of 4 goals. Although Viking arrives here with momentum on their side, they have secured just 1 win in their last 4 trips to Molde. Of the other 3 matches, 2 concluded in draws, making a similar result quite plausible.
Given the report that we have there, we think that 2-2 will be the final scoreline at the end of 90 minutes in that sporting event today. Next is the game between Bruma Kokana and Göteborg, and has a situation report about this sporting event for those who would like to back it today.
While they haven't suffered any heavy defeats, it wouldn't be surprising to witness Brahmapochkana struggle once more in a closely contested match, especially considering their recent downturn and the visitors' progress.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 1-0-1 will be the correct score at the end of 90 minutes in this sporting event. Next sporting event is the game between Halmstad and Djurgården, and here's the situation report about this one for those who would like to back it today.
Given that this matchup features the weakest defense against the weakest offense, predicting the outcome is quite challenging. While Djurgårdens are slight favorites to win, they have not demonstrated any real consistency, prompting us to support Halmstad in securing at least a point.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 1-1 will be the final scoreline at the end of 90 minutes in that sporting event. The next sporting event we have is the game between Malmo and Hacking, and has a situation report about this sporting event for those who will be looking to back it.
Even though they had a sluggish beginning to the season and faced a loss on Thursday, Malmo possesses the talent to overcome Häcken, especially considering the numerous injuries affecting the visitors. We believe they will seek to make amends for the midweek defeat with a win in another match that is likely to be low-scoring this Sunday.
So given that report that we have there, we think that 1-0 will be the correct score in the sporting event at the end of the final whistle. Next sporting event we have is the game between Mjällby and Värnamo, and has a situation report about this sporting event for those who will be looking to back it.
Taking into account that the visitors possess a decent defense and attack, they shouldn't be dismissed right away. However, it would be unexpected if Mjällby doesn't secure a win in this match, even if they don't manage to maintain a clean sheet.
So given that report that we have there, we think that 4-1 will be the correct score at the end of 90 minutes in that sporting event. The next sporting event we have is a game between Spezia and Cremonense, and there's a situation report about the sporting event for those who will be looking to back it today.
A year after their previous disappointment in reaching the promised land, Cremonese is facing yet another setback. They are compelled to take chances, especially since Spezia only needs a draw, which could leave them vulnerable. With the strongest defense in Serie B, the home team has shown resilience throughout the season, ensuring that their supporters will be in high spirits when the final whistle blows.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 1-0 will be the correct score in this sporting event today for those who are looking to back that. Next sporting event we have is a game between Mirassol and Sport Recife, and there's a situation report about this sporting event for those who find it interesting and would like to back it today.
Mirassol has demonstrated that their rise to the top tier was not a coincidence, and we anticipate they will ultimately discover a way to overcome a team like Recife, which has had difficulty showcasing quality in the attacking third.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 1-0 will be the correct score in this sporting event today. Next sporting event we have is a game between Juventud and Grêmio, and here's a situation report about this sporting event for those who will be looking to back it.
In their recent matches, they have been maintaining a tight game, and this might just be the opportunity for Tenkotti to secure that long-awaited first victory against a solid defensive team, albeit one that appears somewhat disoriented when playing away from home.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 1-0 in favor of the home team will be the final scoreline at the end of the final whistle in that sporting event today. Next sporting event we have is a game between Pyramid and Mamelodi Sundowns, and here's a situation report about the sporting event for those who will be looking to back it today.
Although Pyramids have been quite active at home this season, they found it challenging to generate numerous clear opportunities against Sundowns' tough defense in the first leg, and this might happen again this weekend. Macendawana need to secure an early goal to ease their anxiety in this match, but surpassing their rivals in scoring could be a tough task. We believe this match might require penalties to determine the winner, and Ronwan Williams has demonstrated his exceptional skills in this area, having saved 4 out of 5 penalty attempts at last year's AFCON against Cape Verde.
So given that report that we have there, we think that this will end in a 1-1 draw at the end of the final whistle in that sporting event today. And the last sporting event we have for you in this segment of the podcast show is the game between Corinthians and Victoria. And here's a situation report about that sporting event for those who find it interesting and like to back it today.
Corinthians may have faced challenges in maintaining consistency this season, yet their impressive home performance combined with Vitoria's ongoing difficulties makes them the favorites to claim all 3 points in a match they have traditionally excelled in.
So given that report that we have there, we think that 2-0 will be the correct score in this one today. These are the sporting events we just shared with you and insights that we have on our desk, basically to help you make better informed decisions as far as these events are concerned, and basically be able to increase your chances of winning significantly, going by what information we just provided here. It's a gentle reminder to take 1 second of your time, which is free of charge, to hit that like button for the culture and as a show of good faith to the work that is being done here. If it's your first time of coming across the channel, or you've been here and you've not done that, hit that subscribe button to become a part of this community of city sports traders that we are going on here. And everyone, do not forget to turn your notification bells on so you'll be the first to know when we post something of value. Moving on to the second segment of this podcast show, the first sporting event we have is the game between Bodrumspor and Besiktas, and we think that over 1.5 goals will be seen in this sporting event as our pick in that one. Next sporting event is between Samsunspor and Kayserispor, and our pick here will be for over 1.5 goals to be seen in this sporting event today. Next is the game between South Melbourne and Melbourne Victory, and we think that over 1.5 goals will be seen in this sporting event today. The next sporting event on our radar here is the game between Oldham Athletic and Southend, and we think that under 3.5 goals will be seen in this sporting event today. The next sporting event we've picked here is the game between Nistan and Alves, and we think that over 1.5 goals will be seen in this sporting event today. Next and final sporting event we have on the list is the game between Flamengo and Fortaleza, and we think that the home side should be able to win in this sporting event today at the end of 90 minutes. Please note that this content, is for information purposes only, as I said earlier, and to educate you, education in a sense that we expect the losses you might encounter, which are inevitable in sports betting, to be lessons on this channel, largely because of the information provided here, which will help you, stay updated about these sporting events, especially now that the season has ended. This will really help you as you go about doing what you do every single day, and it also is meant to entertain you as you go about doing what you do today. I mean, we love football, we love sports betting, right? For the love of the game. That's exactly why we set up this channel. Okay, guys. So that being said, hope that you've enjoyed watching, and I do hope that you will find value from what we just provided here on the channel. And keeping in mind that there are factors that can affect the outcome of this event, so it's important to gamble responsibly when you have factors like VAR around the corner. You have, own goals being a possibility of being scored against the team that you're supporting. You could have also red cards awarded, to your team of choice, and that can affect the outcome of the event. And you could have also, penalty kicks awarded, in that sporting event, and you could have also injury and fitness concerns to key players right in the middle of the sporting event, and this can affect the outcome of this event. It could be to our favor and it could be against us, but we don't know what it is, right? We cannot envisage what will happen as far as these factors are concerned. So it's important, and the most important thing to do is to gamble responsibly and do not stake more than you can afford to let go of, regardless of the information you have about these sporting events today. Okay, guys. So that being said, that'll be all for now. I hope that you've enjoyed watching. Till we see you again in the next episode of this podcast show, I remain yours truly, Hookah, and may the odds be in our favor always, guys. Peace out.